What if I told you that a simple conversation overheard in a dusty marketplace 4,000 years ago holds the key to wealth that modern schools deliberately keep hidden from you? What if the secret that made one man the richest in all of ancient Babylon could transform your financial future in just 7 days? And what if this knowledge is so powerful that those in control of our education system have conspired to bury it beneath layers of complex financial jargon and academic theory? Lean in close because what you're about to discover will shake the very foundation of everything you thought you knew about money. Once upon a time in the golden age of Babylon, when the hanging gardens swayed in the desert breeze and merchants traveled from distant lands with caravans heavy with treasures, there lived a man whose wealth was spoken of in whispers throughout the ancient world. His name was Akkad, and he possessed something far more valuable than gold, silver, or precious stones. He possessed a secret so profound, so elegantly simple, that it would make him the richest man in the greatest city on earth. But this story doesn't begin with Akkad's riches. It begins with his poverty. Picture, if you will, a young scribe hunched over clay tablets in a cramped workshop, his fingers stained with ink, his back aching from endless hours of copying the words of others. This was Akkad in his youth, no different from countless other workers who rose with the sun and collapsed exhausted when it set, trading their precious hours for mere survival coins that disappeared as quickly as they earned them. Sound familiar? Of course it does. Because this same cycle traps millions today, just as it trapped young Akkad 4 millennia ago. Now here's where our story takes a turn that will make your heart race with possibility. One scorching afternoon as Akkad labored over his tablets, a wealthy customer named Algamish entered his workshop. This man wore robes of the finest silk, and gold adorned his fingers like captured sunlight. But it wasn't his appearance that changed Akkad's life forever. It was what happened next. Algamish needed his work completed urgently, but Akkad's hands moved slowly, deliberately. Instead of rushing, the young scribe did something unexpected. He looked up at this vision of prosperity and asked a question that would echo through history. "Sir, I am but a poor scribe. You are rich beyond my wildest dreams. What is your secret? How did you acquire such wealth?" Most wealthy men would have brushed off such audacity from a lowly worker. But Algamish saw something in young Akkad's eyes, a hunger that reminded him of his own younger self. He leaned forward, his voice dropping to barely above a whisper, and shared a secret so simple that Akkad almost dismissed it as worthless. "A part of all you earn is yours to keep," Algamish said. "Not 1/10 as many teach, but a full tenth belongs to you and you alone. Save this, guard it as you would your life, and make it multiply." Akkad's heart sank. This was the great secret. Everyone knew about saving money. His disappointment must have shown on his face because Algamish chuckled knowingly. "You think this simple, boy? Then tell me, where is your treasure? Show me the gold you have saved from your labors." The question struck Akkad like a physical blow. Despite working for years, despite earning money week after week, he had nothing to show for his efforts. Nothing. Every coin had vanished into the endless demands of daily life, leaving him as poor as when he'd started. "You see," Algamish continued, "everyone knows the words, but few understand their true meaning. You believe all your earnings belong to others, to the baker, the sandal maker, the landlord. You have made yourself a slave to everyone except the most important person in your life, yourself." That evening, Akkad sat in his modest dwelling as the oil lamp flickered, casting dancing shadows on the walls. He pondered Algamish's words, turning them over in his mind like a precious gem examined in different lights. Slowly, understanding dawned like the first rays of morning sun breaking over the desert horizon. The secret wasn't about saving money, it was about fundamentally changing who you serve with your labor. From that day forward, Akkad began treating himself as his first and most important customer. When he earned 10 pieces of silver, he immediately set aside 1 piece before anyone else could claim it. Not after paying his expenses, not after handling his obligations, but first. Always first. But here's where the story becomes truly remarkable and where modern education fails you catastrophically. Arcad didn't stop at merely saving. He understood that saved money is like a seed, worthless unless planted in fertile soil where it can grow and multiply. Within the first month, he sought out Algamish again, desperate to learn the next phase of the secret. "Master," he said, "I have saved as you instructed, but my coins sit idle. How do I make them multiply?" Algamish smiled with the satisfaction of a teacher whose student had asked the right question. "Gold fights battles for those who understand its nature, but it flees from those who force it into pursuits they know nothing about." This cryptic response frustrated Arcad until Algamish explained further. "Put your gold to work with men who understand how to employ it profitably. Not with the baker who wants to buy jewelry for his wife. Not with the farmer who dreams of investing in ships he knows nothing about. Find the men who work with gold daily, the moneylenders, the merchants who have proven their skill in trade." Arcad's first investment was with a brickmaker who needed capital to fulfill a large order for the king's new palace. The returns were modest but steady. His second investment was with a merchant who imported rare spices. This venture failed completely, teaching Arcad a lesson that proved more valuable than any profit. Never invest in ventures you don't understand, regardless of how persuasive the opportunity sounds. Month by month, year by year, Arcad's wealth grew. But more importantly, his understanding grew. He learned to spot the difference between genuine opportunities and seductive fantasies. He learned that true wealth comes not from dramatic windfalls, but from consistent, disciplined action repeated over time. By his 30th year, Arcad had become prosperous. By 40, he was wealthy beyond most men's dreams. By 50, he was the richest man in Babylon, sought out by kings and merchants alike for his counsel. But here's what makes this story truly extraordinary. Arcad never forgot his humble beginnings or the simple secret that transformed his life. He freely shared his knowledge with anyone who asked, understanding that wisdom multiplies when shared, unlike gold, which diminishes when divided. The crowds that gathered to hear Arcad's teachings were often disappointed. They expected complex strategies, insider secrets, mystical formulas. Instead, they received what seemed like elementary advice. Pay yourself first, live below your means, make your money work for you. "But surely there must be more," they would cry. "Some hidden technique, some advanced method." Arcad would shake his head sadly. "You seek complexity where simplicity reigns supreme. You want to skip the foundation and build the palace. But I tell you truly, these simple principles, followed faithfully, will make you wealthy beyond your current imagination." Now here's the crucial question. If these principles are so simple and so effective, why aren't they taught in every school? Why don't our children learn these wealth-building fundamentals alongside reading and arithmetic? The answer will disturb you. Our modern education system was designed during the Industrial Revolution to create employees, not entrepreneurs. It was built to produce workers who would trade their time for money, consume what they produce, and remain dependent on the system. Teaching true financial literacy would threaten this carefully constructed model. Think about it. When did you last see a comprehensive course on building wealth in any curriculum? When did you learn about compound interest, investment strategies, or the psychology of money? You didn't, because an educated populace that understands money is a populace that can't be easily controlled. The principles Arcad discovered 4,000 years ago remain as powerful today as they were in ancient Babylon. They work regardless of your current financial situation, your age, your education level, or the economic conditions around you. They are universal laws of wealth creation that transcend time, culture, and circumstance. But knowledge without action is merely entertainment. As you sit here absorbing these ancient truths, you stand at the same crossroads where young Arcad once stood. You can dismiss this wisdom as too simple and continue living paycheck to paycheck. Or you can embrace the profound simplicity that made one man the richest in the ancient world. The choice, as it was for Arcad, is entirely yours. In 7 days, just 1 week, you could begin your own transformation. In 1 month, you could see tangible progress. In 1 year, you could be well on your way to the financial freedom that seems impossible from where you sit right now, but only if you act. Your next 7 days start now. Will you remain a scribe forever, or will you claim your rightful place among the wealthy? The secret is yours. The only question remaining is, what will you do with it? Tell me in the comments below, what's the first step you're going to take in the next 24 hours to start paying yourself first? Your commitment, shared publicly, becomes your contract with destiny. Don't just read this story, become part of it.